All right, guys. Oh, just caught a smallmouth, 2 pounder. It was real nice, actually. Finally, on one of my baits, of course, because that's what I fish with. So we can get another one. Oh, what happened? Okay. Are we there? Okay, we're there. We're back. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh, put my glasses on. I can't see the screen. So, I guess, although I can't see my lure either. So it's one or the other, guys. It's you or it. And since you're here to watch me do it, I thought you turned off. It was my glasses. The polarization makes that screen blank. All right, fine. All right. Anyway, we just caught a 2 pound smallmouth, which is great. That means the smallies are starting to bite. I love smallmouths. Good fighter. Best fighter in the lake. Best fighting fish in the lake. They just scramble. Beautiful smallmouth. Really was. My back. I pinched a nerve in my back when I was putting my boat in, so I'm in a lot of pain. Lots of pain. I'd go down to the lily pads if it was warmer, but as you can see, we've been having some cold weather lately. So we're not going down to the lily pads today. I'm not having a whole lot of success at the lily pads. Come over here more. Oh, back is killing. Pinch nerve right in the right shoulder blade. Have you guys ever pinched that? It hurts. I'm in between these two boats. I am seeing a lot of fish on the fish. So, oh my goodness, beach cast hurts. I need to go lefty today if I could do it. It's a spinning reel, a little less hard. I love this medium light Cajun. I'm using a Piscifun Carbon X Reel 2000. And what I'm using for my bait, this is one I painted. It's unique. So you can see all the sparkles in it. It's color shifting, and this is called a fastback green. It shifts from gold to green, and I put black stripes, so they're real faint. But that is the bait I'm using right now, and it is really stunning. So I'm casting towards the sun because I want it to shimmer in that water and get the sun on it, get the color shift going on it. Really, although we got a rain cloud going to pass in front of the sun, but not over us. So water's only 65 degrees, so we're just having a hard time getting water warmed up. We are having a hard time here to get warm water for the bass. But the bass, they got to wake up sooner or later. And they're done spawning. So now they're awake, they're hungry, but I just, I want topwater. This is what I want. And topwater hits at 70 degrees. So right around 70, 68, 69 degrees, maybe, I like to hit topwater. Topwater's fun. A lot of fish underneath me. More than likely, probably crappie. No, there might be some bass right there mixed in. Some feeder fish down there. So more than likely, we can probably grab one. But cast behind us. And I'm drifting out. So if you're wondering on a fish finder as it travels, notice which way you're drifting, which way you're traveling, and you've got an idea of where those fish are. Um, so we're going to give this a shot. Hopefully. Oh, hurts every time I cast. Every time I cast, it hurts. Oh, if you go to my Facebook page, you'll find a picture of that. Facebook and Instagram's got a picture of that smallie I caught. It's a beautiful smallie. She it probably looks like a 5-pounder in the picture. I hardly ever do a selfie, but I did a selfie on that one. Usually I just take a picture of the fish. But that time I smiled. I said cheese. I'm really not doing it as finessey as I usually do it because my back is killing me. It's that tackle bag. That's what did it. It's a massive tackle, best tackle bag ever. Oh, holds 12 3700s, 5 3600 boxes, and so much more. So much that the strap doesn't. So I really needed to make a beefier strap on that bag. So you got to use the handles. And I lifted it just slightly wrong, and bam, it got me. It got me. It got me. Fish are down here. Oh, you know what? Once you got the boat in, it's like I'd rather be in pain fishing than pain sitting down in the pizzeria or marina. At least here I can catch a fish. Trick is not to fall in. If you fall in with a back spasm, you're dead. You're not gonna be able to swim. I got my PFD on, so we're good. It really is a beautiful morning. It really is. Look at the water. Look at the water. It's gorgeous. Slight rippling on it. Uh, Partly cloudy skies. Sun's ducking in and out. I'm going to stay over here for the most part today. Because just in case I need help. So I have friends here. So thought about fishing another spot. But, let's go forward. This is deeper water out here. Yeah, that's about 30 feet of water. So let's see if we can get something to come up to me. This dives 9 to 10 feet, this particular roundbill. It's got fantastic swimming action. It's one of my favorite blanks to paint. You can see how good this rod just casts because I'm not putting any effort into it. I'm just tossing it out there. But look at it. It just, oh, look at you guys. It's guys, you're not even looking. Keep an eye on what I'm doing. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's caught up on itself. It's a whopper plopper at the moment. There it goes. Oh, um, hit it. Probably a bunch of crappie. I'm seeing a bunch of crappie down. So mm, sometimes it catches its own line and it just sort of becomes a whopper plopper. Oh, there's a bunch of fish down here, probably trout. Looks like some trout mixed in. A lot of trout. And they love to be suspended about here. Sometimes look at these. They're crazy enough. Not a big, you know, I don't mind big trout. A little trout don't do nothing. They don't do nothing for them. Saw one chase it. Let's see if we can get him back somewhere. See if he has friends over there. Normally, I do a little bit more work on the tip, but I'm trying to not move my arms, especially my right arm, and it's my reeling hand. So I know. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's a trout. I told you they were trout down there. Uh, so there's a trout, rainbow trout. Come on, take off. There you go. Sometimes you just let them do it instead of trying to hook yourself. So anyway, that's a rainbow trout. Like I said, there's plenty of rainbow trout over here, and he's just about under the boat. He hit the lure really close to the boat. So, but we're shooting for smallmouths, and the trout always get in my way. Okay, so it was a decent size. It's a legal size. It was about a 12-incher. 12-inch rainbow trout. Back up the video a bit and see the rainbow trout. We got big ones. You know, I was catching multi-pound ones the other day before yesterday. I mean, they were big. One of them was just massive, and he was fun to catch. He hit my bass lure. In fact, both of them hit my bass lure because I don't really fish for trout. There's a bunch of trout underneath me though right now. fish finder is lit up. Oh, God, my back is killing me. Ah, you see that mountain right there? See that cloud? That's actually the top of a mountain called Mount McLaughlin. Wow, it looks really cool. Really cool. Let's go aside of this boat a bit. See if I can coax something out. Oh, oh, not anchored. I'm just drifting. There's no wind, just a little bit of a ripple. Yeah, let's position me a little bit, facing a different direction. Over here. This is a transition area for smallmouth and largemouth. So see what hits. There's a ton of fish underneath me, though, guys. I mean, the fish finder is lit. There are so many fish under me. Yeah. Throw a spinner in here, or even a jig, pulling up a ton of fish. Not the fish I want. Yeah, people they come out here and they just want to catch whatever, and I don't blame them. Fishing's fishing. Oh, but certain species are just more fun, like the smallmouth. Largemouth's bigger. Smallmouth's more fun. Might have to go in between these boats again. Get a little closer. Smallies like rocky bottoms. That's why I'm fishing over here, because this is a rocky bottom area. And I mean, the trout are diving a little deeper right now. They're in 15, 20 feet deep. And because the water's trying to change, trying to get warmer. But because it is staying rather cool, they are they haven't dove to their summer depth yet, which is about 30 feet. Right now they're staying at 15 feet, 20 feet right in there. And they'll come up and hit this lure, like you saw. Because this lure is actually, I mean, it's a pretty lure. Some gorgeous paint on it. And it's got great swim action. It looks like a fish in the water. So we're going to go over here in between these boats again. Leave these trout. This was a mini trout on there. Yeah, sometimes with these trout, you'll get a German brown like you saw on the video. Um, German browns eat decent guys. So those are fun. They dive. You ever caught a ling cod, out in the ocean? They just dive straight down. And that's what a German brown was. That's what a German. I'm gonna go over here. And this is shallower. We're at 16 feet where the boat is, but that's about 11 feet where I just cast. Right. So this particular lure dives about that far. And so we're going to basically fish it near bottom on this. So I think you guys are going to have to, there we go, tighten you up a little bit. Because you'll keep looking the other way. You guys start paying attention. Oh, you're not doing it again. Look at you guys. It must be, I gotta tighten you guys down. Uh, let's see. Well, let's see what you guys are saying. I took my glasses off, so. All right. Ay, 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 ay. From War Dragons, are you still? Yes, I am. Yep. Charger RT 1969. That's me. Still playing it. It's good to see you again. Oh my God. Charlie, you haven't been fishing since last year? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Charlie. What is wrong with you? We're too old to not be fishing. Oh my goodness. Uh, Let me see this thing. Let me see if I can tighten you guys down so you can at least don't keep turning around on me. So, yeah, I'm still playing War Dragons. 2 games, Vega Conflict and War Dragons, I keep up with. So, oh my goodness. And yep, still working it. Can't believe you're not fishing. You haven't fished New Year's Day. Longest stretching of. Yeah, get out here, buddy. Oh, get out here. I mean, look at today. I mean, got this clouds hiding the sun every once in a while, but it's a good day. They were hitting pretty good on Wednesday or Monday, even though it was a lousy day weather-wise, but they were hitting. Oh, God, my back's killing me, guys. Oh, just that pinched nerve is just, you guys ever pinch a nerve in your right in your solar plex? Oh yeah, it's no fun. It's no fun. It's no fun. Uh, Fish Finder shows a bunch of trout on it. There's a ton of trout. I mean, if I want to catch a trout, my goodness, do you ever fish for kokanee? I don't know how to fish for kokanee. I've caught them. My boss knows how to do it, and I asked him to teach me how to fish for kokanee. Um, and he's going to, and I'll teach him how to catch bass because he's not a bass fisherman. So I'm going to teach him how to catch bass, and he can teach me how to catch kokanee. And seems like a good trade, don't you think? But you need, this time of year they're deep. I mean, my fish finder lights up at 35, 40 feet for a kokanee. Oh, and you need a outrigger um, to help get your bait down that deep. And I've never used an outrigger. I don't know how to use an outrigger. I've watched videos on it, but I've never used one. And I would like to learn because I could put an outrigger on my boat and go out there and troll for them. Delicious fish, especially this time of year. Um, They are, yeah, they're a great fish. I just not the best fighter in the world because they're not real big. These, you know, these aren't Chinook kokanee, you know. You know, kokanee is just a word that means landlocked. So essentially, any salmon that's landlocked is a kokanee. Like Lake of the Woods, you can have Chinook kokanee. You can have all sorts of different ones. So I forgot the type of salmon that we have. And all these salmon are stocked by ODFW, Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. Um, so they're all stocked. In fact, to be honest, about the only indigenous fish in this lake that was here before everything else was put in it was well, no, perch is not, but I think the catfish, the um, smallmouth, the crappie. I think that's it. Everything else in this lake was planted in this lake. So, and it's just gone like the bass, those were introduced, the largemouth, those were introduced, and they've just exploded. If we go to the other side of the lake, we'll catch some largemouth. But this side is smallmouth. So, you know, when people say, well, that's an invasive species, well, almost everything in this lake is an invasive species. I mean, the trout don't breed in this lake. They get planted and every rainbow trout and German brown trout in this lake was put here. So they can, people always bellyache about perch. Perch is, you know, feeder fish for these bigger fish. So I got no problem with perch. I don't catch that many of them anyway. Like I said, you know, unless I crappie jig, but the perch like to be on bottom and the crappie like to be suspended. So typically when I go crappie jigging here, um, I I avoid the perch. Yeah, we're drifting out to these stupid trout again. We'll probably catch a trout here. Which if you catch a big enough trout, it's fun. If it's a little one like the one we caught, it was okay, but like a good fight like that smallmouth. My health hasn't been very good lately, so that's why I'm sticking near the marina today. As I just haven't had good health lately. So pinching the stupid nerve is no fun either. Damn. I think we're going to go between those two boats. We need to get near those rocks. There's a bunch of trout here, though. Look at all, I mean, you can see my fish runner, but there's a lot of trout. You want to catch trout. All right, let's go over here. every species sort of has its home. They like us. It's like a woman. Women like a home to be just like they want it to be, and that's the way fish are. They just want their home just like that. And, grass for the largemouth and rocks for the smallmouth. And trout, they like everything, but they like a certain temperature. They're a cold water thing. So trout like this Goldilocks temperature for them. Um, they all work different temperatures, but uh, you can tell which fish is, well, like if you know that they're home type, you know where to catch them. So this particular lake has some nice diversity. So because we have a lot of rocky bottoms, we got soft bottoms, we got a lot of grassy bottoms, we got a lot of cover, and we've got really shallow areas. So those shallow areas will start to warm up faster than the deeper areas. And so later today, I'll be working the shallower areas for the bass as it warms up, because they'll migrate up into the shallows. Uh, We're going to get a little closer to the marina because one thing about rocks radiate heat, and so um, typically, morning, rocks will create warmer water for the fish because it'll capture the sun in shallower water and start to radiate heat. And so what you usually do, if you know your lake really well and you want to, and it's got nice smallmouth, then you can go ahead and fish rocks, even in colder water, because the rocks will create a warmer area climate underneath the water, a little bit warmer, and that's what you want. That's what the fish want, especially bass, because they're warm water fishes. And this is fairly shallow. I mean, this is 11 feet, and I'm fishing basically 8 to 11 feet. So this is going to be a rock knocker, because this, in some areas, there are some piles of rock. You guys know I've fished them lots of times. All right, I'm going to take a short break because for some reason my bladder has just been overactive lately. So we're going to go over here and tie up. So I can go to the bathroom. So we'll go offline for a few minutes and we'll come back and get some coffee. Maybe that's probably the reason, huh? Now, let's be see, this is all clear water down here. This is crappie heaven right here. Just tons of crappie. I can catch crappie like crazy right here. My back is killing me. Up to the top. All right. Guys, we're going offline for a few minutes. Let's see. Hey, randomize. All right, I'll be back in a little bit.